Hello guys, welcome back to my channel.
Ever wondered how a small group of colonies could take on the mighty British Empire and win?
That's the incredible story of the American Revolution. It wasn't just a war.
It was a total transformation that created a brand new nation. It all started bubbling up after the French and Indian War in 1763. The American colonies had helped Britain win.
But instead of a thank you, they got a bunch of new taxes. The British Parliament said it was to pay for the war, but the colonists saw it differently. Their big issue: taxation without representation. They argued their rights as Englishmen were being violated.
Things really heated up.
Remember the Stamp Act Congress in 1765? That's when representatives gathered to formally protest.
Then came the Townshend Acts. More taxes, more tension. British troops were sent to Boston to keep order, which led to the infamous Boston Massacre in 1770. The final straw for many was the Boston Tea Party in 1773, when the Sons of Liberty dumped a shipload of taxed tea into the harbor. Britain's response was harsh, shutting down self-government in Massachusetts. But this only united the colonies even more.
By 1774,
12 colonies sent delegates to the First Continental Congress to coordinate their resistance.
The next year, after the first shots were fired at Lexington and Concord, the American Revolutionary War officially began. The Second Continental Congress took charge, forming the Continental Army and appointing a guy named George Washington as its commander-in-chief. In 1776, the momentum for a complete break was unstoppable. On July 4th, Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence.
It was a radical document for its time, declaring that all men are created equal and that governments get their power from the consent of the governed.
The fight was no longer about reform. It was about creating a new country. The war was long and brutal. For years, the outcome was anything but certain.
But the American patriots were determined.
A major turning point came when France decided to back the Americans, providing crucial military and financial support.
Finally, in 1781, it all came to a head at the Siege of Yorktown.
General Washington, with French help, trapped the main British army.
This decisive victory was the final blow. Back in London, support for the war collapsed.
2 years later, in 1783, the Treaty of Paris was signed. Great Britain officially recognized the independence of the United States.
And just like that, the world had its first modern republic, founded on a written constitution and the revolutionary idea of liberty and rights for its citizens. It was a bold experiment that would change the course of history forever.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey back in time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that shaped our world. See you next time.